Hey y'all, it's your girl Monét, and welcome back to The Exchange Rate, a talk show where, for me personally, the only difference between harassment and flirting is about $1 million. Right? Am I right? Am I right, Patty? As you can tell, we're getting real spooky yuki today because this weekend is Halloween. And what better way to usher in the holiday weekend than with a cocktail from the delicious Pam. And later we're chatting with the ever so charming Cheyenne Jackson. Yes. But first, let's get up in the game. I want echoes on that. Echoes. So this past weekend, I was in the studio all weekend because I'm working on my album that's coming spring 2021. I know I've been teasing an album forever, teasing to the 5 of you that care, but it's been a really dope process. And I really have some really dope music coming out, right, Patty? I didn't pay him to say that. He just know what's up. And also, if you want a tutorial on this look, it is going to be live on my YouTube channel tomorrow at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. And yeah, I haven't seen y'all for over a week, and some really great things have been popping off. I feel really weird doing this. They probably can't even see my eyes, right? I just look like I'm just looking into the unknown. But Adele was on SNL last week, and bitch, she looked so good. And Adele has always had like a really stunning face. Like her face is literally look like it's carved from like Greek porcelain. She's stunning. And no, Adele doesn't look better because she lost weight, but obviously Adele has been trying really hard to like go for, this new look, and she looked incredible. She was also really funny. I cannot count how many celebrities that you think are going to be fairs go on SNL, and then later on you're like, girl, that was not the tea. Adele was amazing. I mean, so funny, so good. She sang for us. The voice is still there because she had that vocal node surgery. And sometimes, going to school for music, I can tell you, they like tell you, I'm going to put this in the sink. Yeah! You heard that? I won like a little rim shot. That was good. I nailed that. Sometimes you're going for like that vocal surgery and it does not come out good, but she sounds great. And she has an album coming out. She's working on an album. I was talking to one of my music friends and they were saying Adele is one of a handful of artists that goes diamond. Like diamond used to be like a thing back in the day when like you had like physical CDs and records. No one goes diamond. The most you hear is like platinum. Adele goes diamond, bitch. She's making diamonds. So can't wait for that to come out. Another thing that happened last week was Wendy Williams. Her episode last Friday. Did y'all see it? Girl, now I love Wendy Williams. I used to be a big Wendy Williams fan back in the day, and I kind of fell off a little bit, but I still watch her show here and there, and I catch it sometimes. Her episode on Friday, she went back to that old, like, Wendy, like, vacant behind the eyes, like, doesn't look super present, and I'm, like, worried for Wendy. Obviously, Wendy is a cash cow. She gets a lot of views for her stuff, and, she is Wendy Williams, like, one of the biggest things in daytime, and people speculate that her crew is just, like, letting her carry on. They're like, girl, let's go ahead and make this money while we can before, whatever. And her old DJ Booth, who she talks about all the time, who, I don't know if she got fired or if he quit, but he was saying no one cares about over there. Wendy obviously needs help and no one's helping her. So positive vibes to Wendy Williams. Hope she gets better soon. And Wendy can't desert us. Wendy is so good. She's so problematic sometimes, don't get me wrong, but it's still so good. She's so funny. Naomi. I always say Naomi Campbell. Naomi Smalls is quaking. And last but not least, fuck Felicity Huffman. But besides that, let's talk about the real story, which is Quibi. Quibi. You remember when Quibi, they thought Quibi was going to be like the next thing, like the next Netflix, the next Hulu, like the next major thing. And bitch, they just went belly up. They're gone. Quibi is gone. Quibi quit. They're finito. Finished. Done. What I didn't know is that they raised $1.7 billion for Quibi. Like when they were like starting up and like trying to get the funds, they made $1.7 billion. That is a lot of money. They launched in April and they had a big build up. I remember seeing like things like ads for it on Twitter, on Facebook and stuff like that. So they were really pushing the promotion. They had lots of big celebrities doing shows in there too. If you remember Sasha Velour had her whole nightgown show that was shot for Quibi. And I think the problem with Quibi was what they were selling. They were like selling like short form videos. I have the thumbs off so I can do things like open my Prosecco. And they were selling like quick bites, big stories. So like you'd watch like they were like full series shows that were going to be in like 10-minute chunks, like 10-minute episodes, which in theory sounds stupid. I was never sold into Quibi thing. I'm like 10 minutes is just the right amount of time for like to watch like a viral trailer of videos, you know what I mean? But not for like an episode. The shortest I think I would watch an episode, and it's the standard, is 21 minutes. Is that because we're accustomed to that? I don't know. But Schitt's Creek is like 23 minutes, and I think that's super short. I'm like, once the episode starts, it's already done. I'm like, but they do it so well, you don't really care. But 10 minutes was just too short. And Reese Witherspoon's big multi-manager guy like quit his job to be like the talent scout for Quibi, and yeah, they're done. Like they were banking on like commuters to use their stuff, like people who ride on trains, people who get on buses, like so you can like watching it on your phone. But we're all quarantined, we're all at home, so we're all watching shit on our. Everyone has big flat screen TVs now. You're watching TV on your flat screen, or now you have these big ass fucking iPads that are literally the size of a toddler. Like you're watching TV on that. You're not watching on your little phone. But in their one like couple of months of having content, they got like 2 Emmy wins for that Lawrence Fishburne show. What is it called? Hashtag Free Ray Sean. And they got like 10 Emmy nominations. So in terms of like, you know, Emmys and stuff, like they did good, but I guess a lot of people weren't watching, and it's just, I feel bad for them. They had to let go of 200 employees. And yeah, but you know, small startup businesses fail all the time. So Quibi is not on their own, but they're definitely the biggest in a long time. And so hopefully they get some of that $1.7 billion. I know when you're thinking of promoting a show and a brand, $1.7 billion doesn't stretch far. You think?
I mean,
that's a lot of money. $1.7 billion.
If you count like building space, like plus the employees, plus
and
the
paying,
talent was
yeah,
probably the most expensive.
Right, the talent
I
was.
mean, Nicole Richie had to be.
She had a show on there.
She was
the Casper girl.
No, not Nicole. Nicole Richie.
Scherzinger.
Nicole Richie.
Oh, Richie.
Yeah.
Oh, you were thinking Christina Ricci.
I was thinking Christina Ricci when I said Nicole, and this happened before when someone told me about this. And so Nicole has like a show on Quibi, and she basically does these music videos where she like raps about crystals.
Oh my gosh, she's one of those crystal bitches. I can't prescribe to that lifestyle.
Really wild. She's like rose quartz, diamonds.
No. I don't want any of it.
So maybe that was their downfall.
Yeah. What's something that I do want to watch, bitch, is the new Borat movie. The new Borat movie is out, and I ever heard how funny and good it is. The first one, honestly, the first Borat came out in 2006. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. It was so funny. I don't know, because in 2006, I was 16 then. Maybe I was naive, but I thought that the entire thing was real. I think a lot of it is real. Obviously, you have to hire actors, but in my brain then didn't think that way. But I fucking love the first one. I heard the second one is really great, and fucking dirty, crusty Rudy Giuliani's making a cameo in a very negative way. So, he's at the center of a big scandal in the movie. Trump and his ghouls, they just cannot keep their shit together. Like, they're just I just feel like they're just like a really exaggerated version of the Three Stooges. I feel like they're all just running around the White House, bumping into shit, knocking shit over, just a mess. I feel like they're just a mess over there. So back in July, he had reported to Page, Page Six reported, which, by the way, did you know that the New York Post, aka Page Six, endorsed Trump on their fucking thing? Like, right on the thing, "Make America Great Again." That was their top headline. Ew. I knew I loved the Daily News. Wait, is the Daily News Republican too? Are they conservative? If they're not, I like them. If they are, fuck them too. But yeah, they really, so just a little sidebar for you. They reported that he called the police after he was pranked by Sacha Baron Cohen, aka Borat. So this is what happened. So in the footage in the film, it shows Rudy Giuliani, laid on the bed in a hotel room, and his hands are in his pants. And while an actress who's playing Borat's underage teenage daughter is standing in front of him. So by any account, that, again, I have not seen it, but from what I'm reading, that just does not sound right. Like, why would you ever, someone who is, so like high up as him, be in that predicament in any situation? You know what I mean? It's just fucking weird. And but that's not the only thing he's making headlines for. It's, of course, his transphobic comments. Because Trump people, they can't help themselves but be problematic in every way, shape, and form. So when he was describing it, he said this. This guy comes running in because Borat runs into the scene like in like a crazy outfit. He says this guy comes running in wearing a crazy, what I would say was a pink transgender outfit. It was a pink bikini with lace underneath a translucent mesh top. It looked absurd. Like, why call it a transgender outfit? That just goes to like what his mind thinks of trans women, of what they would. I don't know. It's just really icky and gross. And he goes on to say, and like he made it very explicitly clear. He's like, wait. But just so you know, like I wasn't like attracted to him. Anytime a straight cisgender person feels the need to be like, but wait, I didn't like it. To me, that is such a big red flag. It's why do you feel the need to say, but just so you know, I don't like it. Like, just live your fucking life. If you did, you did. If you didn't, you didn't. But when you find the need to like vocalize and say, just so you know, I didn't like that thing that he was wearing. I didn't think it was hot. It wasn't sexy. To me, that's a red flag, and it's latent homosexual, like a projection of something that he maybe was attracted to, maybe something he did like. When you feel the need to overcompensate to let everyone know that you didn't like it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But now he's in the media saying that that's not what happened. Borat is a liar. You watch the film. It is streaming on Amazon Prime. I'm gonna watch it tonight without Patty because I don't want him in my business. And yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight and see exactly what went down. And y'all watch it too, and we'll talk about it next week on the show. By the way, just so y'all know, when I was telling y'all about my crazy neighbor last week, this is the note that I put on my door to let them motherfucker know don't try it. And it's been on my door, and it's like the talk of my building. I wanted to put it on my building has like glass doors to enter. I want to put it on the glass door out there, but my the police said I should not do that because then that could be viewed as me being a threat, like issuing a threat, whatever. And then I wanted to put it on by the mailbox, and my super said you're not allowed to do that. So I resorted to put it on my door. I should fucking make photocopies and put it on all the trees on my block. And put it all up and down the block so I know that he sees it. I want to make sure that he sees it. That's my goal. Anyway, the last story I want to talk about is Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea, she's single again, girl. If y'all remember, a couple of months ago back in July, she was on not this past July, a year ago July, she was on the exchange rate. And I saw this big ass rock on her finger. I was like, girl, what's that about? You single? And she was like, eh. Now, to be fair, she never said that she was engaged. I just assume if you have a big ass diamond on your finger, on your ring finger, that you're engaged, and that was like a thing. But I guess kids do that these days. I guess I would wear a diamond on my finger if I wasn't engaged to my partner and he gave it to me. Like, I'm not opposed to that, but that's what I thought. Straight people are fucking weird. Anyway.
If someone gives me like a diamond ring, like a diamond like ring, and they're just like, oh no, I just got it for you to wear, I'd be like, ow.
I mean, it depends on, okay, I see that. It depends on how deep we are. If we've been together for 5 years, I would wear it on my finger. But he's basically like, bitch, I ain't marrying you. You know, you have to, I ain't trying to marry you. Which I don't even know if I want to get married. But anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, so, yeah, the guy's name is Playboy Cardi. He's 24. Do you know Iggy Azalea is 30 years old? In my mind, I thought she was like 22, 23. Maybe I'm just crazy. Like, I thought she got into the game when she was like 16. I thought she was one of those girls. But she's fully 30 years old. She looks great, by the way. She's just on Trixie's channel. I haven't watched a video yet, but I love her. I haven't story about Iggy Azalea yet, but I'm going to save it for my book. Y'all know I'm writing a book. I'm going to save it for that. I love Iggy Azalea. She's dope. Anyway, yeah, apparently she caught him cheating on her with multiple strippers. They live in Atlanta, Portland is the city that has the most strip clubs per capita, but Atlanta has a lot of strip clubs too. And prior on her Instagram story, she was really vague. She said this: "People take loyalty for granted. That's why I'd rather be alone. You lost a real one." I love the term "a real one." It's just such a nice hood term that tells you like who you is. Man, you's a real one. Like somebody's a real one. Like Patty. Patty's a.
It is on social media. You done called me a real one.
Did I for what?
I did for my birthday.
Yeah, he's saying. And she went on Friday, and the next day, the Saturday, she said this because she knew he was vague. She said, "I was referring to this. What I meant last night was that I'm raising my son alone, and I'm not in a relationship." She just had her baby back in July, and they had an agreement between them that they were gonna keep the baby like private and like not post it. Celebrities are so obsessed with keeping their kids private. I don't get it. I guess for them, it's because the child can't choose. But if you're a celebrity baby, like example, if you're Blue Ivy Carter, if you're Beyonce's kids, if you're Apple Gwen Stefani's fucking kids, what a name. People are going to. You're a person out in the world. Which, by the way, there's this video of Sasha Obama. Which one is the younger one? Sasha Obama. Sasha Obama was in this video. I mean, with nails longer than mine, like with this finger. You know this. This is hood. This is reserved for hood bitches only. It's her in the camera. She's like, yeah, like bossing over the video. I was like, fucking better. And I was with my friend. My friend was like, she can't do that. I'm like, why can't she do that? She's probably what, 19, 18? Like, just because her father was Barack Obama, her mom is Michelle Obama, she's a young person living this world. Let her live. Let her like do her thing. I was living. I'm gonna try to find the video and put it on my social media because I was literally I was on my bed. You know, we went at 2:00 in the morning. You had the phone up like this. I was like, yes, working the fucking thing, filming. I'm gonna give you a goddamn black eye. But Sasha Obama is literally living her best hood bitch life, and I live. I can't wait for her to drop us a full body bikini top moment. Like, you remember the Bush daughters, the Bush girls? They used to be crazy, drunk, falling out of cars, getting arrested and shit. Let Sasha Obama live her good goddamn life. Amen. But yeah. Oh my God, the Plastique Tiara thing. Okay. So Plastique Tiara has an OnlyFans. Plastique Tiara, she was on RuPaul's Drag Race. She was a drag queen. And Plastique has an OnlyFans where she shows her body with, I'm guessing, breastplates, but they edit around to make them, the body is a body. Her body is so hot, delicious, beautiful. I guess to give the illusion of breasts, if she puts some breastplates and they edit around it to make them look more real. And like, she's getting a lot of backlash for her. People saying she's transbaiting, this and that and the other. And I'm like, a couple of things to talk about here. A, we don't know what Plastique's identities are. Plastique may identify as trans. Maybe Plastique likes to cross-dress. Again, there's nothing wrong with cross-dressing. People like to stigmatize cross-dressing and make it feel like it's this dirty, nasty thing. There's nothing wrong with cross-dressing. She might identify in the transvestitism. And like, there's nothing wrong with these things. I think that because these things are not in vogue, and it's not like the thing to be a transvestite or a cross-dresser, people still make it seem like it's this nasty, dirty thing. They're like chucking it off to that. And I'm like, if you, what just fell? This don't fall off my ring? I just stoned these. Anyway, if Plastique Tiara wants to have her OnlyFans, if you prescribe to the OnlyFans, Plastique is not saying that she's a trans woman. She's not falling under a trans woman. Like, and again, I'm not trans, so I can't really speak to it. So I think that honestly, before I finish my thoughts, we should probably call someone who identifies as a trans woman to hear their thoughts on it, and we can talk about it together. Let's get that bitch a call. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a live in-studio call from the beautiful, the gorgeous Miss Sonique Love. Sonique, how are you, boo?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We're sitting here doing this at-home quarantine show, and I'm like, regarding this whole Plastique Tiara debacle, there's one person I should call because obviously you're a trans woman. I'm sure I shouldn't be talking about it because I am not of a trans experience. So I'm just curious to know what your thoughts are about the whole situation because, I mean, the internet is mad. People are upset at her. They're like, you need to talk, mom, apologize, yada, yada, yada. How do you feel about the whole thing?
Honestly, okay, so I follow Plastique on Instagram and I was like, oh, wow, did she get boobs? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I seen this photo and it looks like not a breastplate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's pretty dope. I'm like trying to figure out how she like did that. Um, my initial response to that was not anger. I was
Yeah.
like, that's sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I noticed
Oh.
that there are a lot of people in the community that were super upset. And then this word that I never heard before, our phrase trans baiting, started happening. And then everyone just ran with it. They gave it a name and then they just ran with it. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, everybody on the internet takes and modifies their pictures to look the way they see themselves whenever they're at, in drag or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, how is this necessarily putting trans people in danger? Like, I'm trying to grasp
Yeah.
that. I believe that everyone's voice matters, and I believe that everyone has the right to feel the way they want to.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I didn't see any harm in it. To me, I didn't. I think she's a beautiful person in and out of drag, and she takes gorgeous photos.
Yeah.
I mean, her whole thing is like being like realistic, and
Yeah.
she uses the term biological woman, and like that's her whole like shtick. You
Yeah.
know, I didn't really feel threatened or in danger, but I mean, I guess some people did. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, for me, I mean, again, I'm not of a trans experience, but I think that plastique. Obviously, I mean, I know people of the crossdresser variety who like to put on whatever they is to feel comfortable when they having sex, or who identify as transvestites, and maybe Plastique is just adorning herself with these things as because that's how she feels most sexy. That's how she wants to express herself. And my thing is that I think that things like cross dressing and things like transvestites are not in vogue. Like there's still these things that are shunned that people are like, oh, that's gross. Keep that like in the closet, under the bed. We don't talk about that. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. That is a valid form of self-expression. That is a valid form of an identity. And just because it's not like and just because people aren't talking about it doesn't make it any less valid. So I'm like, no one knows what Plastique identifies as. She has not come out and talked about it. Now, should she come out and talk about it? That's another thing I'm like on the fence about too, because I'm
No,
like, not yeah, like if
it's
she
nobody's business.
it's nobody's business but her own. You know what I mean? And maybe she's not comfortable talking about it yet. And also, maybe she doesn't feel that she has the right words to express herself, and she doesn't want to come off sounding ignorant or harming the community. So I just feel like that's my whole thing. I'm like, it's no one's business. If that's how she feels sexy, I think mostly it is. I think a lot of people are mad that her OnlyFans is so expensive, and they're like, this girl's making so much money by looking like a trans woman. It's like, well, she never said that that's what she was trying to do. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So yeah,
People are insinuating that she is trying to go through the trans experience, but
yeah,
honestly, she never states that she is that or that
yeah,
she isn't. And anybody who is a fan of Plastiques knows that she is a drag performer.
right,
And if you know her as a drag performer, you know her whole like, you know, thing is about being
yeah,
like realistic and
right,
things like that. And anybody who's stupid enough, not stupid enough, but anybody who wants to spend what, 20 something dollars to go check out her page, that's up to them. That has nothing to
exactly,
do with anybody else. For all we know, it's just photos, no different than
exactly.
what's on her Instagram. And people will buy anything. So, I mean, if she's selling it and they're buying it, why are you mad?
Exactly. And if we were saying that all she's taking away from these people, yes, let me tell you something. Sex is something, sex has been here since the beginning of time. Sex will be to the end. Just because you spend $20 on Plastique doesn't mean you're not gonna spend $7 on this girl or this guy. This bitch. I spent a lot of money on porn. I am on a lot of OnlyFans. And just because I spend money on this doesn't mean I'm not, you see what I'm saying? So I mean, and I think
Who's
that's
to
a
say
whole
she's
different conversation, you know? Yeah.
she's not even, I don't think she's selling porn either. She's selling a
Right.
fantasy. And
Exactly.
that's what people do when they go to drag shows is they buy the fantasy. They,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Like I said, um, someone has given it a name, called it trans baiting, and now everyone is running, and now they have something, they named it, and now they can complain about it. And I do think that the people that have an issue with it, I feel like, if that's how they feel, then that's how they feel. And but if you don't like it, don't look at it. And if you can show me where she is putting trans people in danger, then I can understand that. But for me, I don't really see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I mean, I've been on dating apps as a trans woman, and I'll see people who I know don't identify as trans, and maybe they're local drag queens, and they're on those dating apps as TS or whatever, and they're not. I don't see anybody, being upset about that.
Yeah. 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 I
And
feel you.
I mean, I know queens who get in drag and sell the fantasy. They will sell. No, but I mean like a sexual fantasy. But
Yeah.
who's to say? I think it's up to an individual how you enter the circus. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what you're going in there for. Um, but you're asking me how I feel about it. Honestly, I think she's gorgeous. She's posting photos of her in drag, out of drag. Everybody photoshops their shit. If these drag queens and trans people are going to get upset about her photoshopping boobs, well, we need to talk about the smoothing of the skin and the blending of the
Hello.
makeup
Let's talk
and the
about
lace
it.
front wigs and the tracks and the whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there are so many other things that we could be talking about right now. And this is not, I mean, to me, there's so much more important things going on in the world.
Yeah.
We need to try to figure out our, the things that we have in common with each other and stop trying to push ourselves away from each other. We're stronger together than we are apart. And we should listen to each other and not try to condemn when we don't understand. I really, it bothers me to see a community attack itself. We so desperately want love from the outside, but we have so much work on the inside to do.
Yeah.
And this is just silly to be upset about, in my opinion.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, Miss Sonique. Listen, I'm sure that we'll be talking very soon. We're gonna get you on the show because I know that you have she's in the studio recording projects.
Yeah.
You want to let the children have it.
Yeah, I love writing music. I love making music videos. I started my second music video and then quarantine happened. And I
Yeah.
was nervous to start doing that because, everyone, if you was around two or more people, they were ready to like
Girl,
cancel you. And I was
attack.
like, oh.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So I held off on that, but I think I'm ready to start my second music video.
I'm into
But
it.
yeah, working on tons of music. And I appreciate you so much. I love your show.
I love
always watch it.
you.
And thank you for having me
Of
on
course,
here.
of course,
And
of course. Oh no,
one
the
of my
next time you're on here is going to be bigger, fiercer, and you know what I mean. Hopefully, we're not in this situation, and we can be side by side, kiki and kaka, and spilling all the teas.
Oh my God, I would love to go to New York and be in that building with you. That would be so fierce.
Yes, sis. Listen, you stay safe. I know LA is crazy. Stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Okay, babe.
All right, love you, gal.
Love you,
See
babe.
you soon.
Mwah.
Bye.
Woo! Okay, so for this week's Halloween highlights, I could not let Halloween pass without getting my good girl Pam in on the fun. So let the special effects commence, and here we go! Pam, hey girl, hey!
Boo! Happy Halloween!
Pam, this sheet. Pam, not these little. Pam, last year you really turned it out as Monét X Change, the Sponge Queen Spooktacular, and this year you're giving us Ghost.
I'm Ghost. Okay, no wait, I'm not a ghost. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Oh wait, no. Like.
Wait.
Duh,
Oh, okay, got it. You're a mouse, a dormouse. I love it. I love it.
I'm a Karen.
Oh, okay. I got it. Like a basic costume. I got it. Karen. But honestly, Pam, in real life, you would never be a Karen. You were like so far from a Karen. It's not even funny.
No, but come on, if we're gonna be a Karen, at least be all of our favorite Karens from Mean Girls. So I was like,
oh my, okay. I'm such an idiot. I've not seen Mean Girls in so long. Got it.
Really, I just want to wear lingerie on your show. Let's get real for a second.
Pam, it's been so long. How you doing, girl?
I know. I'm good. I mean, the weather's getting a little cooler. People are thirsty in lots of ways. So, it's that time of year. We're heading into the holiday season. So how are you doing?
Do you like my costume?
I love it. You're giving me some like mummy vibes. It's like bringing life to death. I'm here for this. I know.
Thank you. I have to say, since you have not been in my life recently, because we're not in studio, so we can't frequent our segment as often as possible as we used to. I haven't had any fun, exciting cocktails. I have still been drinking that Mom Gay rum that we did last time. I'm kind of like, where am I on the bottle? I've had about 3 drinks since we last convened, and I like her. She's great.
Yeah, she's drinking, and listen, in moderation too. That's good, but I think we need a new cocktail for you. I think it's that season.
I'm excited.
Ingredients are changing. Yes, I know. I was like, we need a turn up. It's Halloween. Things are supposed to get weird, right?
Yes, it is, and I love Herradura. I did a thing. There's a bar in Hell's Kitchen called Añejo, and they have a lot of Herradura tequila. And I have this all these Herradura pre-margarita measuring cup things. It's like a glass, but it has all the where you need to add stuff to make the perfect margarita. And so I love Herradura for that. It's very helpful for a drink idiot like me.
Thanks for making it easy, Herradura. Yeah, I mean, that bar is amazing. And also, I love tequila because it's very year-round. I think a lot of people peg it as something that's going to be spring, summer. But what I have to do is what we call añejo tequila. And for those who don't know, tequila can be colored gold. Not like the stuff that made us throw up in college, but the stuff that is aged in barrels. So
that Jose Cuervo, girl. Everyone has had a Jose Cuervo night or 2 or 5 if you're me in your life.
Cuervo moments, right? You never forget your first. So I think it's really fun, and I wanted to bring in a tequila cocktail because when you're going to be together with your friends on Halloween, and if we're together socially distant and responsible, you want to have a little fun and turn up. And I do think tequila will do that, and I do think margarita variations are really easy to do and really delicious. So what we have here is añejo tequila, which means it's aged between 1 year and 3 years in a barrel. So it's actually open it up and smell it. I love this part.
Okay.
It has a lot of spice notes on it, and I really love that.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. This type of shit you drink when you're sick. It makes you feel really good.
Yeah, it does make you feel good with enough drinking of it. So listen, after I always I like to read the comments just to see if people say types of drinks that they want to learn about. I see the haters out there. I love you too, but something someone said is I'd love to see a drink with maybe less than 5 ingredients, and I said let's do it. Let's do something that is so simple, but really bringing things in seasonally. So we're gonna make a little spooky pumpkin margarita.
I'm into it.
Yes. Okay. So you have your shaker. Are you snacking?
I am. I have my Halloween treats here.
Oh.
I've been eating some peach rings. I love peach rings because. Sorry. One more.
I have apple rings. This is great. We'll snack together.
Oh my God. They're so good. I love them.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to snack while you're making a cocktail.
Okay. So,
okay. All right, so we're going to get started with making this drink. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of pumpkin spice to it. Listen, say what you want. You can make fun of pumpkin spice, but really, it's tasty if you use it correctly, okay?
I don't think people now, it's just like a societal norm to make fun of pumpkin spice people. I don't think people just be shitting on the white girl with the pumpkin spice. And listen, I get it. I know that girl. In college, I was that girl with my little Vera Bradley little wristlets. I've been her. Patty's gonna open this for me. So I get the shitting on the pumpkin spice, but pumpkin spice really is great. If you do not like the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, you're a sociopath because it's so fucking good.
It's so good. And really, like, let's not hate on it because these are just the spices that go into pumpkin pie. There's no pumpkin in this, okay? So you're getting your ginger and your cinnamon, your nutmeg, and your allspice. Okay, so everyone stop with their assumptions. This is just adding all those fall time spices to our drink, okay? But in a trendy name. So, all right, we're gonna add a few little dashes of pumpkin spice, not too much, just a little bit. That should be good.
Yeah.
And that's it. Snap that up and put it to the side. Okay. I know you like your drinks tart. Oh, a little bit more. Oh, I'm just a little. So I'm gonna add a lot. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is add our lemon juice. We made fresh squeezed lemon juice. We're going to add an ounce of that because we do like our drinks nice and tart.
Now, remind me again, an ounce is if you full the short one, right?
The short side of our jigger. So for those who are following along again, this is a jigger, which is a measuring device, which measures your units of liquid for your drink. So the small side is going to be 1 ounce. The large side is going to be 2 ounces.
Also, I'm showing everyone my armpits. Yes, I have not shaved all quarantine. Don't judge me. I'm not here for your impossible beauty standards for women, okay? Women have armpit here too.
That's right. Beauty in all forms. I'm not sure if I even shaved also. But seriously, beauty in all forms. We accept you the way you are, Monet.
Yes, girl. Thank you.
Yes. Chew on that, everyone. Okay, so margaritas are sour style cocktail. Normally we use lime juice, triple sec, and tequila. Here, what we're going to do is we're adding lemon juice, and the next thing is going to be our sweetener. So instead of triple sec, we're actually going to add maple syrup. But like the real
I love syrup.
Yeah, this isn't like the log cabin kind that you get at a store. This is like actual maple syrup.
Oh, so I should have get my Aunt Jemima. I should have used her.
That is a choice right now. I will give you that. I won't. But listen, when you use the real maple syrup, you only need about a half an ounce because it's a lot denser in flavor. So a half an ounce.
Oh, okay.
Way. Yeah, and if you feel
I think Patty got this from the Whole Foods, so this the good shit.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's like the for real. And
okay. And add that to our mixture.
You'll be able to say that it says either grade A or grade B on it, and that's what you want. That's like letting you know some real maple syrup on there. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like when you go to like the store and you get olive oil. Olive oil, that shit is honestly a lot of the olive oil is not the real stuff. It's really, really bad. You have to like look at the ingredients, and sometimes in olive oil, the first ingredient should be what? Yeah, olives, and it's not olives. It's other stuff.
That's an issue. Yeah, read the labels. I mean, I think that's a policy in life, even though we miss that a lot of the times. I wish people had labels, that we could read.
Let me tell you something. People don't gotta have labels for me to read them, honey. Okay, I'll read you with or without a label.
That's fair. Go to the library. Library's open. Okay, the last ingredient right now is going to be our tequila. So we have our onion tequila. Work. You could do 2 ounces, but it's Halloween. You want to turn up to 2.5? Get it? I know you can do it.
Oh, okay, the same side, right.
I'm going to add 2.5. It's been a long day.
2, 3. Could you imagine?
Four,
No, I won't. No.
five,
No.
6. Incredible. I support your decision making, Monet. The last thing, and I know you were getting this started. So something we're gonna do before we shake up our drink is we're gonna add the garnish, which is gonna be a rim that we're gonna put on the glass. Okay, and either you can put on the outside like I'm gonna do, or the top of it, which is what you're gonna do. What we've made is a rim that has sugar, salt, and some pumpkin spice. Okay, just like this. I'll put it up close to the camera so people can see.
Sugar.
This is where you can get a little bit fun at home. So if you're making this at home, try like a dark brown sugar or a light brown sugar. You could try a smoked salt, okay? You know, you can add in or heighten some other flavors you might want on the rim. So,
do you know what everybody's doing these days? Everyone is doing this pink Himalayan salt. Apparently, like, it's the thing. Everyone's talking about pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt.
Like this? This stuff?
Oh my God! Oh my God! You are carrying pumpkin spicing out on me, Pam.
Oh my God! Wait, no, take it back. I've been pink Himalayan like salting for like over a decade, so this isn't anything new for Pam Wiznitzer. The world's just catching up. Okay. Trendsetting is hard, Monet. Trendsetting is tough. It's a hard way of thinking.
Because I want to really spice it up, I'm gonna use my favorite. Is it weird to use this glass? Because I really want to rim the whole thing.
I love it. Nope, that's perfect.
Okay, cool.
I love that. I'm gonna use this glass right here. And so to show you right now, I'm sure we've been to those bars where like they dunk it in some weird liquid and then they dunk it in the salt and then it explodes.
Yes.
And it gets in your drink, right? That stinks. We hate that.
Yeah.
We hate that. That can go home. That can sachet away. So bye. This type of rim that we're doing can chante and stay because this is how if we're going to enjoy our drink with none of the salt or anything on the inside. So you take a lemon or lime and you're going to take a glass and you're going to roll the outside like this. All the way around.
Okay.
All the way around. So you see where the juice is on the outside?
Yes.
All right. Now let's take our glass over to our plate that we made the mixture on.
See, exchange rate. We're not just making cocktails. We're giving you guys tips for sex.
That's right. Stay after.
Oh my God, can you imagine putting a little lemon on your stuff before you rim? That sounds dangerous. Actually, don't do that. That sounds painful. That burns. That is not. Do not listen to me.
Listen, we've all seen the grapefruit video. This is not the lemon video. Okay? You know, that would have been a great Halloween costume. Just carrying around a grapefruit that looked like that.
Oh my God. Oh, girl, that's Patty's Halloween costume. Patty's dressing up as the grapefruit and servicing men across the tri-state area.
Boom. Who said Halloween wasn't fun?
Honestly, I might do that. That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Okay, how does your glass look? So you're just rolling.
I think it looks fierce. Look at mine. That's cute.
That's so cute. Look how great it looks. Yes.
Right? I love it. It looks super cute.
I love it. I love it so much. And it matches your outfit. The colors. It matches.
Right?
Yes. Thematic.
A dusty ass brown.
Look at all those shades of brown. Get it. Okay, ready?
Right?
And the pink. And a dash of pink. Well, now is the best part because now is when we shake the cocktail. So let's add a little
we need some ice.
Shaker. You love your ice.
I do.
Mm-hmm. And we just need ice in the shaker. We don't need any extra.
Also, I took my thumbnails off so I can like do things. I have these crazy nails on, and I was like literally, I like melted these nails to make this whole thing. So I had to take my nails off so I can be functional today.
God. I will tell you. So I got my nails. I always have my nails long, and I definitely did a cocktail thing where I like took off a thumbnail, like grating something. I was like, oops. The price of beauty. The price of beauty. Okay, we have our shaker set. Are we ready to shake up a storm?
I am. I is.
Okay, ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Woo!
It's always good.
Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Okay, she feels shaken, but not stirred.
Not stirred. All right, can you open it up?
This is always a part that gets me. I always feel like I'm gonna like fucking. Okay, there we go.
Side. You got it?
Pam is like, look at this bitch. This bitch can't even open up a glass.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not the easiest, but you just hit it on the side and it opens up. Oh, beautiful. You put it on the top and we're going to strain it. Ready? Boom. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
Get it.
Oh, yes, honey.
I love this.
Come on, UTI.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Sorry. So inappropriate. Woo, man, this looks so good. Oh, I can't wait to taste this. Okay.
All right, so cheers.
Cheers, my dear. Happy Halloween. I hope that this Halloween brings you fun, excitement, spooky, horror.
Oh, all the horror out there. But
cheers.
Cheers to you. Mm. That's good.
Okay, Pam, I gotta be real with you. Before this drink, I am not a big pumpkin spice lover. And I know I always like the cocktails. I'm serious. This, for someone who is not like a big pumpkin spice eater or like liker, this is really good. I really like it.
She did it. Yeah, I think that's the fun part. Is to take something a little seasonal and add it to one of our favorite classics and turn it out. Right?
And it's not super spicy or super pumpkin-y. It's just like a nice subtle note.
Yeah, and the hint of the rim also with like a bit of saltiness and everything. It brings it all together.
The rim is really good.
Yeah. So you can enjoy this. You can make pictures of this for your friends and shake them up as soon as they come over. It's a real easy drink. So
it is. Thank you so much, Pam. I'm gonna make another one of these. This is good.
Yes, make as many. I know you've got more guests coming on today, so you can make some for all of them.
Yes. For Mr. Cheyenne Jackson, I'm gonna make one, and I'll mail it to him. He should get it by the time we film our part.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Pam. Love you so much. Enjoy your Halloween for reals. And we're going from the city. Let's do a dinner or something outside and get cocktails and judge them by how shitty they are. Because you're a bartender. That would be fun for me.
Absolutely. I love to not only silently judge, but outwardly judge as well. So we'll definitely do that. But happy Halloween to everyone. Remember to enjoy it, celebrate. There's a lot going on right now. Vote. Please vote.
Girl, yes.
Exercise your rights to vote. And if all this time is really hard, make 3 of these.
Bye, my dear. Mwah,
Bye.
mwah, mwah, mwah.
Take care.
All right, let me run down the resume for y'all. All right, Broadway star, TV star, movie star, RuPaul's Drag Race cameos. No, I'm not just talking about myself. I am seriously all shook up about our guest. Please welcome the very, very charming Cheyenne Jackson.
Here we are. Hi, Monét. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, Cheyenne. How are you?
I'm good. I just got my kids down for a nap. I have 4-year-old twins, and most people's their kids stop napping around 3.5, but I'm like hanging on to this fucking nap. So they're gonna have to pry it out of my dead hand.
If I had kids, I would probably have to sedate them. I'm like, y'all gonna take a nap today.
Oh yeah. Are you sleepy? Do you want some Benadryl? No, I know. There are definitely No, I'm doing good. It's a day-by-day thing.
I have to say, we were setting up the shot before, and this little like Madonna ray of light coming in, it is adding to the Cheyenne Jackson.
It is. I know. It's the only place I can shoot is in my kids' playroom, because everything else is occupado. So yeah, here we are in this little ray of light on my face here.
I love it. Now, I didn't realize that you were from Spokane. Imagine an alternate reality where I was also from Spokane and we went to the same high school together. Do you think we would be married with these 2 beautiful twin boys right now?
Yes. Well, two things. Number one, it's Spokane, and when you're from Spokane, people always say Spokane. Minor
Sorry,
quibble.
Cheyenne,
It's
I'm
okay. It's
sorry.
okay. No, Spokane, and then yes, I think we would. And I have a boy and a girl. But yeah, I think we would be married,
the boy and
and
girl, so cute.
we'd have some mocha chocolata kiddo pies, and they'd be beautiful.
You know, I used to live in Portland, so we're kind of neighbors. I know. You know, Spokane is very different from Seattle because the vibe, Seattle Portland vibe are very similar. But you know, it's still kind of neighborly.
It's still Northwest. Yeah, it's still Northwest.
Yeah.
It's still flannelly and crispy. Yeah, no, it's good. It's similar.
Are you doing virtual? 4 years old. Is that kindergarten? Are you doing virtual teaching at that age yet?
They're in preschool. They just turned 4 last week. So actually, we are very, very fortunate in that my husband's mom lives with us, and she lives in our guest house, and she has become, out of necessity, a preschool teacher. So we made the guest house into a full preschool with everything they need. They have a curriculum. And I mean, every morning we get them dressed. I do their hair. They take, backpacks. It's still, since February, they still go to school for 5.5 hours.
Oh, that's good.
It's pretty cool. I'm glad that they weren't 6 or 7 or 8 or older when this happened, because now, if they were in preschool, they'd be just sitting around eating crayons and, pooping their pants anyway. And now they're doing that here.
That was me at 4 years old, eating crayons. That was literally me.
Yeah, me
Thank
too.
you for bringing back the childhood. Now, so back growing up, were you a theater kid, or did you find theater later in life? Because I mean, in high school, I did go to an arts high school, but I didn't find a love of theater and opera until later. You know what I mean?
Right. It was a little different for me. I grew up in this teeny little town in northern Idaho called Old Town, Idaho. It's right on the border of Washington and Idaho. 1,200 people in the town. We grew up very, very poor. I'm talking no running water, outhouse poor. So there wasn't a lot of children's theater, and there wasn't a lot of any kind of anything around, except for the Aryan Nation compound, which was not interested in. Yeah. So, but the first time I did do 2 plays in high school, Bye Bye Birdie and Little Abner, like everybody does. And, and then when I was 14, our French teacher took us to Spokane, Washington, to watch Les Mis. She called it Les Miserables.
Oh.
And she said,
the dream of
yes, exactly. And in that moment, I honestly, as a little queer kid from Idaho, I didn't even know that Broadway or any of that world existed. So it's like my whole brain cracked open, and I thought, oh, there's a way for me out of here. Because I knew that I could sing at an early age, but I didn't know what else I was going to do. I mean, I sang in church, but so theater, when I graduated high school, I found out about this summer stock program in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, called the Carousel Players. And I auditioned and I got in, and it was the first time I'd ever seen queer people, first time I'd ever seen people of color, first time I'd ever seen anybody that wasn't just white Republican. And it was amazing. I felt like I found my tribe of weirdos, and it was awesome. And I jokingly, but it's actually true, the first show we did was 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, and I think I slept with 5 of the 7 brothers just to make sure. And those were the best, formidable, those early, my late teens or early 20s. It was all about theater. And, I joined a gay volleyball league. Our team was called Safe Sets. Get it?
Oh God.
And
really
very punny. I needed to find my tribe and find my theater people, and that's how I started to realize, ooh, there is a way out of this little town.
Yeah, that's well, not similar to me, but my first theater experience was Rent. I was just telling my sister Patty before this, but the first theater show or the first Broadway anything I ever saw was Rent. They took us to see it in the spring of sophomore year of college, of high school. And it's like, we're like these like 12, 13, 14-year-old kids going to see Rent like on Broadway, sex, all the things. I was like, oh, I want to be a part of this for the rest of my life. This is fierce. And that's what I fell in love with the theater and stage and everything. It was great.
Oh, Rent was the be all end all. That changed the game. I remember I was in a little local production in Spokane. We were doing Kiss Me Kate, and backstage we were all singing like, "What'd you forget? Got a light. I know you're." And when I got to New York, I auditioned Monét probably 10 times for Rent. And I'd be sitting in the room just like, because I wanted to be Roger so bad. I'm just not physically the right, and vocally I'm not the right type, but I'd be like, one song, glow. And it just wasn't, some things are not the right fit, but I do love that show.
And but you're taking that all the way to Equal. Cheyenne, I saw the Equal trailer. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched the docudrama yet, but it looks so good. It's so important. I was just talking to Shannon Purser. She was on the show last week, and I mean, it looks amazing. Literally, like my mouth was watering watching it, thinking about all of the things that I didn't even know as a queer person I'm going to learn from watching this. It looks so good. Please, 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 please talk to us about Equal. What can we expect?
Well, what I love about the whole construct of Equal is that it's about the unsung heroes. It's about the people in our queer culture that maybe we don't know their names and we don't know their stories.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 45.
Real. Yeah.
Right. And I'm 45 and I am pretty educated on my history at least in our culture. There's so much that I didn't know. I didn't know who Dale Jennings was. I didn't know what the Mattachine Society was and Harry Hay and all of that. So in that respect, I was really excited to do it. I was a little wary, if I'm being honest, just because I heard that there were reenactments, and that can go either way. Reenactments, we've all seen like Locked Up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. We're just plugging in the thing real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So reenactments can go either way. They can be super hokey, or they can be really and take you out of the story. But then I talked to the director and I talked to the cinematographer, and they said it was going to be almost like a dream and very non-linear, poetic. So basically it was going to be a lot of voiceover mixed with great archival footage. And then what we would be just kind of creating these snapshots of these people's lives. And of course, with Miss Billy Porter yakking over the top of it, that just pulled it all together.
Love it. And you're playing Dale Jennings now. And again, kind of like you said, I feel so bad about this. I have no idea who Dale Jennings is. I don't know what his contributions were to our queer history. Who is Dale Jennings?
Dale Jennings was one of the co-founders of the Mattachine Society, which was kind of the first LGBTQ support system, if you will. I mean, there isn't really an equivalent of that today. But Harry Hay and he and a few other guys put it together. Back in that time, in 1952 and 53, you know, pre-Stonewall, you could be arrested for even just being with your friends in a house, for just being out and having
so
drinks with your friends.
Think about. That's so crazy.
It's insane to think about. Just a normal, and that's what I think you'll find, at least what I did when I saw the first few episodes. The best parts of it are the real archival footage of like just gay dudes kikiing, sitting in their houses. I love the way they touch each other, the way they talk, because it's the same. It's the same as us now, except for 70 years ago. If you were found to be in a place of ill repute or whatever, your personal information could be put in the newspaper. You could lose your job. You could be fired. I mean, it was just the stakes were so high. So Dale was, I believe, one of the first. So he was arrested. He was trailed by this cop, a cop that was pretending to be like a trick. The cop forced himself on him and then arrested Dale, and then Dale was charged, and he, under oath, was one of the first people on record to say, I am a homosexual and I'm not ashamed of it. And then along with Harry Hay and the Mattachine Society, they created this network and this support system, and the laws were changed. And I mean, it's been a slow and steady climb, but it's a very interesting slice of our important history.
Definitely. Hopefully the powers that be will see this. I mean, with Amy Coney Barrett, you know, it seems very bleak and not likely, but hopefully we use this as a catalyst to have queer education in school. I've been a big advocate for like having African American like history taught in like America from elementary to high school to college, and I think the same should be for queer history. Queer history is so, you know, it's so involved, and there's so much that we don't know. Like those things need to be taught so kids know where they come from, who they are, and the you know, the struggles that came before them. It's so important.
Absolutely. I mean, there was so much that I didn't know. There's so many, and I love RuPaul's Drag Race. You know how much. I mean, I continue to be on the show. Ru is a friend, but there are so many people that think that RuPaul's Drag Race is all there is to drag and all there is to gay culture.
Yes.
So let's use this as a catalyst, like you says, to actually dig deeper and learn more, because I mean, that's what Ru's whole thing has been about. And so I'm excited for people to see that show. It's good.
Now I want to play a little game, going back to your roots, as Ru said in the diplomacy's name. We're gonna play a little game called American Hush Story. All right. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna mute my mic, and I'm gonna be saying a Halloween-esque phrase, and you're gonna try to guess what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to get closer so I can look at your lips.
Yes. Yeah. Look at these lips. Okay.
I'm looking at his luscious blue lips. Okay.
All right, Patty, are you ready? Patty, mute my mic.
Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Yes? Okay, good.
Nailed it.
Good.
Do you have one? I want to do yours.
Let me think.
Just think of anything Halloween, a movie,
Halloween
scene.
Okay. Do I have to mute myself?
I mean, if you promise to not make noise.
Okay, I'll try. Ready?
Okay. One more time. Sha, I don't know what you're saying, but these little mummy baddies about to come off. Woo! It's hot!
I said Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, see the Elm. That
Elm. Yeah.
That got me.
Yeah,
that got me confused. I was getting delirious. Okay, I'll do one more. Okay, this one is short. All right.
Okay. Oh wait, your lips are a little bit behind the phone. I can't see you. Okay, there you go.
Can you see me now?
Yep. Oh, I don't know.
You know, I'll do a little ASMR moment for you.
Okay, yeah. Yes. That's some scary shit.
You gotta do one more. You gotta do one more for me, Cheyenne.
Okay, let me do one more. Okay, let me think. Okay.
Oh, The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yes. Chad, I also heard that you're part of the Saved by the Bell reboot. Can I tell you how excited I am? Because you are, and also I know Elizabeth Berkley is, and I am literally obsessed with her. She's my icon, my queen, my star, and I can't wait to see it. When you guys are doing promo for it, please come back with her.
for sure. Well, let me tell you real quick. So I play her husband on it, and Elizabeth is I have loved her since Saved by the Bell, but I also went through the entire Showgirls journey with her.
Girl,
from afar.
Every queer person ever.
But she is somebody who is, she's not cynical. And being the age that she was and gone through that gauntlet like she did, and to come out as lovely and kind, I swear that she is so fucking sweet and kind. And she's really funny in the reboot. But we met briefly years ago doing a little play and just have remained friends. And when this came about, she's like, do you want to play my husband in the reboot? I'm like, yeah, I grew up watching that show. So she's absolutely the sweetest person. And we had really fun. My part is really very polarizing. Let's just put it that way.
Oh boy, that's all right. People are gonna love you anyway. As literally, you can play the meanest, nastiest, curmudgeon, whatever. People are like, but it's Cheyenne Jackson though. So whatever.
As my aunt says, Cheyenne. She's from Michigan. Cheyenne.
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 Cheyenne, thank you so much for being here today. This is so fun.
Listen,
if y'all
welcome.
don't have any plans to watch Equal, I'm telling you, you're making a mistake. I haven't watched it yet, but just the trailer, it looks so good. And if you want to learn more about queer history and where we come from and the things that our gay sisters, whatever, our queer tribe, what we have had to go through and overcome to be where we are today, check it out. HBO Max. Cheyenne, thank you so much for being here.
You are so welcome. This beam of light never left me.
It's there, girl. It's part of your life from now on.
It's part of my life.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too, honey. You too, honey. Take care.
Okay. Alrighty. And there we go, y'all. That is a show. Thank y'all all for tuning in. I finished Pam's drink, and now I'm adding some more Prosecco because, I'm that bitch. And happy Halloween to y'all. The next time Patty and I talk to you, Patty will be in the UK. Patty and I will be living in the UK for the next 3 months. So just know when I record these episodes, it's probably going to be like 2 a.m. my time and like a nice time for y'all. So you're fucking welcome, all right? Y'all be safe. Stay social distance trick-or-treating. Make sure you are listening to our podcast. Make sure you're putting your notifications for our channel. And we'll talk to you next time. Good day, mate. Good day, mate.